It's okay. Come here, kitty. Come here. Hi, baby. Look at the little baby. Aww. Did you find your way up here? Come here. Hi. Hi, little lover. Oh, wow. Does that feel good? Or no? I think so. Good evening, guys. It is my last night at this albergue that I've been staying in for 3 weeks since I finished my Camino. So it's a little bit bittersweet. I'm just enjoying this evening, soaking up the sun that is finally out. We had a cyclone, I think they call it here. I think it's like a tropical storm is the equivalent. Kirk, and that came through last night and this morning, and it was surprisingly intense, which just made me feel so much for the people that suffered Helene and then soon to be Milton, because if this was a tropical storm and the winds were like scary and did some damage, I can't even imagine what people are facing in the southern regions of the US and Florida right now. And my family is actually in Tampa, so I am praying that it doesn't do as much damage as they're predicting, and just that we can recover and that we will be stronger for the next one. But yeah, I am here one more night, and then tomorrow I make my way on the train back to Porto, which is where I began my Camino, and I'm so excited because I'm staying in the first albergue I ever stayed in for 4 or 5 nights at the beginning of my journey. I wanted to see Porto, so I stayed there for a while, and now I'm gonna go back, stay 1 night, and then I'll catch my flight to Pisa, Italy, and then a train to Lucca, and then I will begin a new pilgrimage. It's called the Via Francigena, if you've never heard of it, and I'm walking all the way to Rome, and it's just blowing my mind because I heard about the pilgrimage first, and I got so excited to do that walk and to see Tuscany and to just spend time with the Lord every day, and also to make these YouTube videos. There's so many things I love about the walk, but also I'm going to Rome. Like, I didn't really put it together that that's like a huge deal as well. I've never been to Rome before. There's, I think, the Colosseum, the Pantheon. There's the Vatican. There's like 900 beautiful churches and art and culture and food and history, and I am just so excited, and I think I should have about a week there, which is really, really, really exciting. So I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna try to film every day of the journey. It's gonna be a bit more challenging because I'm still working full-time for the nonprofit Village Reach, which I love, but during my Camino we had paused meetings just because it happened to coincide with our annual break, and our co-founder was taking maternity leave. So now we're back to our twice weekly meetings, and then we have a couple that we do every month. So my regular full-time workload with the meetings and the walk is going to be a balancing act, but I'm excited, and yeah, I'm gonna just film some bits of this beautiful place, and then I'll take you with me as the journey begins tomorrow. I am excited right now because I'm in the process of renewing my passport. So, if you don't know, a standard US passport is issued for 10 years. So, I first got mine in 2016, and so it's actually not super close to expiring. It will expire in the summer of 2026, but this is such a blessing to have. I'm almost out of pages. I can't believe it. And I know for a fact I'm entering countries soon that they take up a lot of space with their stamps and their stickers, especially if you get a longer stay visa, which I am planning to. I'm looking at you, Cambodia. So I will need to renew my passport, get a fresh one with lots of blank pages before I continue traveling. So, as you probably know, I'm currently in Portugal. Next, I'm going to Italy, doing another pilgrimage down to Rome, which I'm so excited about. And less than a month there, so it's not really ideal for getting my passport renewed. But then after that, I'm going to be in the country of Georgia, which is where I will get my passport renewed, because there is a US embassy and consulate in Tbilisi, the capital, which is where I plan on being for the most part. So yeah, I actually didn't even know until a few years ago that you can renew your passport while abroad. I always thought you would have to be in the United States to do this. So I'm very glad to hear and to know now that you can renew it abroad. It's just as easy. It's the same cost. You just need to go to an embassy or consulate of the US in whatever foreign country you are in and have enough time to receive it. And it typically takes between 4 to 6 weeks. So that's why I chose Georgia, because if you don't know, for most people, definitely for US citizens, and I think like 190 other countries, I could be wrong, when you enter Georgia, you have a year in the country, 365 days, visa free. You just enter as a tourist. You don't need to do any extra paperwork as far as I know, and you can stay for 1 year. So I think this time I'm only staying less than 2 months, but that's plenty of time to renew my passport. So I have begun the process with them to do my renewal there. So what I can do in advance that I've just done tonight is start my application. I've filled out the form, which I believe is the DS-82 for a standard adult passport renewal. Also, I have 2 passport photos already. I'll have to measure them to make sure that they're the appropriate size. But anyways, you need 2 passport photos. You need to pay the passport renewal fee, which is $130, and you need to have receipt of that. So you need to bring those 3 things, plus a photocopy of your old passport bio page. So pretty sure 4 things. And so I've already made my appointment at the embassy in Tbilisi, Georgia, and then I just need to bring all of these things, and they will start the process of issuing me a new passport. And then it should be ready in like 4 to 6 weeks, and I'll be able to pick it up, or maybe they'll mail it to me. That was kind of unclear. But I did have to give them a address for where I'm staying in Georgia, so I just used my accommodation. So hopefully that works out. I would prefer to pick it up, but I'll find out more when I go to my appointment. And what I'm really, really excited about is that I could request a large passport book, which is the same dimensions, but it has 52 pages instead of just 28. So that is brilliant, because the reason I'm needing to renew now is because I'm out of pages, not because it's expiring. So of course I'm gonna go for the passport that has more pages, especially since it's at no extra cost. I don't know if they'll use my old photo, or the passport photos that I'm bringing to my appointment are different, obviously, than what's on my original passport, or if they're going to take a new one of me. I'm super curious about that, because I was just not caring what my photo looks like when I took it in 2016 and it looks awful. So I would just be really happy if I could have a new photo and then just care more about my stamps. And yeah, because I think maybe you don't really want to interfere with the agent who's stamping your passport, but there's some blanks where it's like someone stamped here and then they skipped a bunch of spots and then the next person stamps a page over and then they'll just continue from there. So that's so much wasted space. So I think I would like to say, oh, can you stamp, right under here in the next slot? But it doesn't really matter. I'm just happy that I get to travel, super grateful, super blessed. And yeah, I'm excited for the travels to come. And if you have any questions, let me know and I'll keep you updated on the process and how my appointment goes. And I'll definitely show you my new passport when I get it. Hi, I need to pack. So, got my backpack. Haven't used it in 3 weeks. It's just been hanging off the side of my bunk bed, or my bed and reading nook perpendicular situation. It's really cute. In this cute little mill house that I've had for 3 weeks. I love it in here. I hope to be back. Okay, so first things first, I've got my Bible. That is definitely going with me. So I'm just going to put everything that I'm for sure bringing on the reading nook and then everything that I'm not bringing up on the bed, and then I'll start loading this bad boy up. Okay, I'm done. And I will say I'm packed for the train, not the plane, because my neck pillow is inside the bag, my cargo clothing items are not stuffed. Everything is pretty much in my bag and it's quite loaded because I also have food in here that I'm gonna eat before I go. But tomorrow night will be a different story when I pack for my EasyJet flight to Italy, because they will want it to fit in the seat in front of me. So that's quite a small bag. And the good thing about this one is that it doesn't have a frame, so it's totally flexible. So if I do just have a few items in there, I can buckle and strap everything into a pretty tiny size, which is why I chose this bag, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that now, but I have that one, I have this one, and then I'll just need to bring my phone, selfie stick, battery pack, which is charging up, put on the outfit, put this dress in the bag, and right now I'm going to tear out the journal pages that I've written in, probably burn them, to be honest. Wonder if I have a lighter. I don't smoke, so I don't, but I think I've seen one outside. It's mostly just like content planning because that's what I do for work, for the nonprofit, and also for my personal life. I love sharing on social media. It's so fun. So I write a lot about it. That was easy. Okay, so now minus this little rough patch, we have a journal for someone else. It's actually a sketchbook, so that's so cool. What if someone fills these pages with sketches? I love how it's square too, so maybe it's a pilgrim and they could travel and sketch the little villages they see on the Camino, and then if they like to share on social media like me, they could just take a picture and upload it on Instagram 1:1 ratio. You should get one of these if you draw. It wasn't the best for journaling or like taking notes and planning, but you know, did the job. Okay, to find a flame. I just found this and I thought it was cute. I am not an artist, but oh, maybe I'll have to do the mirror image of it because for me it looks backwards in the Finder. But Via Francigena, Lucca to Rome, and I drew, I think, the Colosseum. Oh no, that's actually crazy. Now I remember drawing this, and it's that little table over there. I drew it from sight, but it does kind of look like the Colosseum or a squat Leaning Tower of Pisa, and this is meant to be Italy. That's so funny. So I think this vlog is already quite long. Just my saying goodbye day in Carreço, Portugal. So I might start a new one for my last day in Porto, in Portugal altogether, and show you what I get up to in the day, my last albergue of the Camino, technically, and my flight to Italy to start a whole new journey. I might make that travel day its own vlog, so I will end this one off here, and as I say goodbye to this beautiful albergue, I'll just say goodbye to you for the night, and I'll see you in the next one.